All right, calm down, calm down. Let's get a drink of our Coke here. Let's get a drink of our Coke. Oh, man. Okay, calm down. So, as you can see here, this creature, okay, has the serrations on the teeth, barely any teeth, like just a little ridge or like a bump, okay, but they are teeth and they're serrated. Serrated. It's the blood in the mouth. That's all shown by the videos. That's either the lion or underneath the lion, the bear with the ribs in its mouth. That's all that means, or it can mean the bear. Well, I just said that the bastard, okay, of Zechariah. That's also the same type thing. Are those different? Are those different? They could be. Why do I talk about all the same stuff all the time? Because I feel like we're in it. I feel like that's the time we're in. You know, Rhonda Empson had a dream about it. Grok said you got to be patient when someone was talking about, I think the bear is this, being all intense, like the bear is this, I'm pretty sure. And he calmed them down and said, we got to be patient, and so it's all intense. But, on my channel, I try to just show what I see, like how I see it. And some of it's mixed in with some superhero stuff because I feel like there's still hope in that stuff going down too. And it doesn't have to all be symbolic, but God says it'll be by his spirit, That verse really struck a chord with me. He said, not by might, but by my spirit. Like, it's, not by your own counsel and all that, but it does say the counsel of the tower of the flock in Micah. It says that is thy counselor perished. And that verse was actually given to me in a dark place. And I actually felt for that verse too, because I did cry out, and I was reading that at the same time. And then I read right where it said, why dost thou cry out? And I had to kind of read it all in succession. All those chapters, like of the minor prophets, I had to read them all in succession. That could have been like some sort of thing to get me into like my position of like authority in the spirit, like I had to read those in the moment. And no, I wasn't like under drugs or anything like that. Only my Risperidol that I had to take, and like they would administer every night. So by mouth, so you just had to show your tongue. That's all, like they do in X-Men. Like that's all that was. Like the Logan that came out was they kind of touched on, so they mixed in some of that stuff, which is why I feel for them too. I'm like they know what's really going. Either everyone did that, or they're specifically talking to me, and like I'm like, yeah, that, I gotta like feel for that. Like that's the real stuff. And I feel like a few people on YouTube get that, and like that's okay. And like but everyone on YouTube has been through their own thing. They just don't come out and say it like I do. That's the other thing. I could be doing like the devil's work by saying all this stuff. I hope I'm not, but I hope I'm not like an Oswald or something. But like I'm just saying what's on my mind. Like I'm just saying what has happened, so that like you understand all this stuff from like that even Grox doesn't touch on. That's what I'm trying to say. Like he'll mention it as an aside, like the it is showing this, or like the it is showing that, but he doesn't like go into it like he used to. It's more like he'll create whole timelines off of it though. Like he'll create his timeline of they're trying to kill the Superman, and all that was like they were trying. It was like the wicked tenants against me and stuff, and like. But I don't want to get into all that because I'm not Jesus. Like, stay with me here. I'm not Jesus. Like, I'm not claiming to be, and like I don't want to be Jesus, And like that's where they get it confused. You see, like it's not Jesus who wounds his heel. So right here, when this is serrated, then I think it means like they might be talking about the bastard or something. Okay, where it says that in Zechariah. And that's big because God says, now I have seen with my eyes. Like, I'm not trying to be prideful. Like, I'm trying to like live up to that. And I'm not trying to, like hurt myself to do it. Like, I'm trying to be like a good man, like to know like what to strive for, and like I want like my heaven to be good, like, like even if you don't believe, Grox, like there's the different sections of heaven, like they say seventh heaven, all that means there's sections, and like and then like if you do watch the old Grox, he says there's a distinction between the rods who rule with Jesus for 1,000 years, and then the saints like that have their lamb. That lamb is a big deal because that means like you trust in Jesus and do what he's telling you to do. Like that, and like so, and like, when I was in California, I said to my friend Cody and Eric, my friend Cody's girlfriend at the time, and Eric, I said, like, it's easy, like, you just follow Jesus. And they were like, no, it's so hard, like, and they were kind of like in the spirit when they said it, so they were like, no, like, it's hard, like, and I was like, no, like, he says his burden is light, like, that's what Jesus says. So, it just, but this is serrated here, so then, so you see that? And then it goes to that, and it's a total shadow. Like, it definitely is. See? And it's pointing at his armpit. This is his armpit. Okay? So, and then it's a shadow there and kind of rounded teeth. So it's saying the U-turn, like you go in a circle. It's saying the U-turn, and I showed Dan Barrett as the one who goes back in the circles to get out of the matrix. Like he does that as a cop driving at night, and like I think that is accurate of something that he did. Like I do believe that, like, and I think this whole U-turn is like part of getting everyone to think that like we're not in the end times. Like they think we're in creation, like they think we're at the beginning of the Bible and have to redo it all. But like I think the U-turn could be actually part of that. Like everyone has U-turned so much and feels so good, they're like, well, Brock, like we gotta do everything you said. Like we gotta pick up the pieces here. Like everything has to be done for the Lord. And it does say some stuff kind of like that in Isaiah, not 11. Not the 47N. The 47N who could be Rebecca McBrain. Who has a real like distinct name. And I don't think that relates to the U-turner deal or like something weird. Like I think it's like something good. Like I don't, I showed for many videos that Paul Walker is the 47. It just kept coming up in the numbers. Like any guy that we would do, like his symbolism, like on Wikipedia we'd show them all, and the numbers from their date of birth or death to his death were always the same. It was always 47. And, like Heath Ledger was the BEE, like or BB, So, it's just a lot, like I believe in this stuff. And like, if you want to believe the BB as the pectus carinatum or the Christ in a cross, all that, or the bra type stuff, then, that Heath Ledger, like I had his goo as the Chuckwalla creature, and that was 3.5 years of that. Like, and it's some parts of that are still going on. Like, I sectioned it off, but like a lot of it is still like going on, and like I just sectioned it off to show a transition, like that we're moving forward. Like but I still beat on the walls a little bit. Like that's not the main thing. But like it could have just been a total transition, like that it did, get better or move forward, but like, so they're rounded for a circle, just like in Lexington, it's New Circle Road, New Circle Highway. Like it's like a bypass in Lexington, and I always get confused on it. And like, and then this shadow is the shadow of Egypt that Grox has been showing every single video. He's been showing it so much and showing that bear stuff, and like, I don't know if the bear, if he's showing it like we're defeated, or if he's showing it like it's a conquered thing, like it's done. The bear is done. Like I got speared to my side by a taser. Like it's done. Like like that's what they show as the bear in like The Edge and stuff. That's what that was. It's like because the bear is Russia stuff, and like that's like the stuff that I did. Like I laid down, like I did that stuff. Like, yeah, like it's not the regular stuff. Like I've told you all this, but like since I got that taser in my side, I think that was a symbolic work of like it was done, it's completed. Like we shouldn't be touching on it anymore. Like why we're touching on it, I think is like the U-turn. Like I think all that is like U-turn stuff. Like why does that have to be done? Like it's at the feet of the bear. Like it's my feet. Like it's my feet. It's done. It's the trophy now. Like, Alec Baldwin, did you make me a necklace? Like that's what I'm trying to make necklaces for everybody. They're like I feel like I'm in Egypt or something. Like I'm trying to like help like spread like oh man. Like it's like a horseman task to me. Like it's like something that Jesus wanted done, or like, and if he does that for all the 144,000, then like that's great. Like it might have represented like every single bear like is secured or something. Like it like even if they don't know Jesus or something, I'm thinking like that. Like they didn't get the chance. Like they got to go off of like this horseman stuff, or like, I know that sounded real stupid the way I just said that, but like I'm thinking of it like in the moment. Like it's like the world is so locked down, and like I'm thinking about it like it's been like that for a while. Like in 2012 when I smoked the first time, I felt like the world was like that. Like it was the days of Noah. Like we had to get on the ship and get out. Like it's not like stay and play games. Like it's like get everybody out. So that's why I believe like the rapture has happened many times, and that angels are going into the body, because I believe like God's been getting people out. He's been using the horsemen and the 144,000 and all that to get on, even if it's been going on since like the 1900s, it's like get everybody out in the end times. Everyone that's like born by these giants and everything, like it's the iron mixed with the clay. You can even bring that in. Like I'm just thinking on it on a different level, like different scale. Like it's like a rescue mission, like get everybody out. And like I'm trying, like I know that Jesus covered all sin, but it also says like he went by the way of the Gentiles, by the sea. Like a lot of his stuff, like his parables are geared towards the Gentiles. Like he was rebuking the Jews. Like the Jews now are like different. Like it's like they're the new Israel, like that they're suppressed by all nations. That's what I'm thinking. Like like these guys in Hollywood and stuff, like they're suppressed at first. Like they're suppressed by all nations. Like it doesn't have to be like a nation, like a different country. Like they're all like surrounding Israel as like their life matrix is surrounded by like Moab, Philistines, Tyr, like everybody, like all of them, like Parathite, Havathite, all of them. It's just like, Egypt, like all the big names, like everything is like in there, like Babylon, like they're in Babylon, or like they have to defeat the Babylon system, or like defeat the Egypt system. All those, like those could all be like their weapons. And I don't mean weapons of war like you have to join the army. I mean like their spiritual weapon, like how they got through it, like how they rose, like how they got to where they are now. And I don't mean like they're done. Like I don't mean it like they went to Elysium and are like finished, like they're just good to go forever. No, like they get more spiritual weapons. Like they have to deal with the paparazzi. Like they got to deal with all that change. It's not like you make it and you're done. Like it's not like that. Like they take on more stuff and more like responsibility, kinda. Like that's how they show the superheroes. But I don't know if they are superheroes. I'm just saying, like but they're the giant. You could say they're the giants. Like they're the great men of renown of old. And I don't mean to say that because we U-turned and are like have to do all that. I'm saying like it's as it is in the days of Noah. Like it's all there. Like in the scripture, like everyone is just getting U-turned. Like they're not remembering the stuff or something. Like I don't get it. Like we should, like, it's like a celebration, like what we've done. Like I was shown Isaiah 51 and I was shown like that was it. So it's basically like keep going, but like you're good. Like just trust in Jesus at this point. And wait for the cavalry, like the wait to be rescued. Like I didn't think it meant like, oh, you're U-turned now and like you think you're good with money, but like you're set with money or something, but like, and you can be feeling good by the gas only. Like I didn't mean it like that, or like got on your knees for like to take the eye out or something. Like nothing like that. Like I just kind of like I'm just kind of thinking about all this stuff, and I'm like, where, like, have things gotten better, and like they haven't. Like Trump, like Grok shows him as in the place of Prince William on the glyph, who used to be, and like I think that's kind of like a U-turn too, a little bit. Like we thought it was Prince William, and there was even a thing about his hair and all that being gone and everything, and like we thought he was the beast out of the earth, like the prince, the new prince of the Flying Dutchman, or like the Pirates of the Caribbean ship, the like does the Ark of Souls, like gets people out and stuff from the dead and everything. Like it was all like that would all be in the moment too, but going on like for a while. And like, I showed like the underworld stuff, that was like a big deal with like judges of that kind of, and like they operate as a game, and like it just goes on and on. They're actors in it, and then they get pulled out. Like once they've done some burdens or like they get pulled out of it. And I don't mean like the celebrity burdens. I just mean like I just meant like they were stuck in it and then had to be pulled out. Like they were good to go like after a while, And like there was and I think Tyr was kind of the one who was going to do that. Like he was going to get people out with the new ark, So like they make him stab the heart and all that stuff, and like like I've shown I've shown some stuff like that, like, you know, the way they did it in Pulp Fiction, which was symbolic of like sex and stuff, the way it says in Isaiah 51, you know, nothing like bad. And like, you know, I just kind of like, I'm not seeing some stuff like this shadow here. I think is that shadow of Egypt. Like, people are getting out of situations and becoming different people and stuff. And like, they, you know, it could be the angels that are running everything now. And like, if you haven't left yet, then like you're kind of operating as a saint. Like, you're operating as like you have a rod and a staff sort of thing. If you haven't left yet, that's how I feel. I feel like I'm like Jesus is like setting me to be like someone that like kind of like has their guard up or something, like they're fully in the armor of God and stuff, like. And that doesn't mean just read the Bible. Like, it means like a lot of stuff, like like it could mean that you're going to be there at Armageddon or something. Like, it could mean like the way Grox has added that new intro, you know, the ending of his intro on his videos. Like, it could mean something like that. Like, you're just going to march right into it and do it spiritually or something, like, you know. And that like, that would be with everybody, hopefully. That would be like with all of us. It wouldn't be on your own, you know, because it's armies at Armageddon, Megiddo and everything, like, you know, Gog, Magog, everything, like, bring them all out, you know. So I think that's why it changes there, though. Like, it totally switches, and it's different from the bastard, because like I don't know, like I want to put it on me, like God hasn't seen with his own eyes, you know, like I put it on myself, but like I don't know exactly what it means, you know. It could just be going from different parts of the Bible, like what. But like, the bastard was done when I went from West Point to SCAD. It was done through the ART. I got ART from this guy Todd, and like, he really fixed me up. It was the best body I ever had. Like, I was so flexible, and like my swimming was elongated and better. Like, I felt like I had full control of every part of my body. And like that ART really like did me some good work, like, and it would hurt, like it would really hurt. And like, so like, that was that Kepri stuff. That was that healing of the blood of the mouth. Like, it all got rolled out. Like, I'm picturing it like it got rolled out of my body. All that waste from like Sardis, from like West Point, like, and my whole life really just got out. And like, you know, so I think that was done. So then they just switch it to this. See how like it never gets out. It never gets out. Like, it's always like, that's why in the old videos of Grox, it's as the dog star. Like, but he connects the dog star to the woman. So like, it's all connected in like Ezekiel 17 or something. But all that means is like good stuff, because it means the woman either got raptured or she's going to by Revelation 12. Like, but like, the it character is not the dragon. Like, you have to see that too. Don't cut it off and be like, well, he's dumb, he doesn't understand, he thinks he's the villain. It's not like that. Like, the Revelation 12 is like Michael stands up, kind of like to get the dragon out of the way, sort of thing. Like, just to, like, it's like a final showdown, but like, they're just enacting it over and over again at this point. And like, the it character, I always think of the it character as the earth. Like, he helps the woman through the earth. He becomes that Native American, like that spirit of the earth. That's how I felt in Lexington a few times. I parked at Southland and like would try to get into a spiritual mindset of like, I am the earth, like I have to help the woman through like my burdens, like take upon me what she doesn't have to be flooded by, like do my videos and like get my spear and all that, like get all my stuff that would sometimes land me in jail. And like that's the part I fucked up on, because I used her as a way to get into jail. Like it was all like so twisted, but like that was like I was following what the Lord said to do. I was Antipas, like I was that Pergamus martyr, you know, because like the seat of Satan, Grox will never show Owensboro. He'll never show it. And that's where I was at the time, and that's where I grew up kind of. And like he'll never show it, and like that's because it's like a pit or something. Like I think it's the seat of Satan there. And like not just because he won't show it, but because things that I have been through, like how it's all about like sports there, like in the fast food, like it's all like to get you in that mindset of the lion sort of thing. And that the lion could be kind of like, the lion is tied to let them flee into Judea. And like that's that line of Daniel 7, and like that could be tied into some deeper meaning of like ego and stuff. Like it could be like they get redeemed a certain other way, like the clones that I showed when I had broken my foot and my back, the clones that I showed for a while, you know, doing all that stuff. And like it's like those are aliens, like they got to be redeemed a different way. That's why they did Space Jam and it was Michael Jordan. Like they have to be redeemed in a different way. Like, and I don't mean different Jesus. I don't mean that. Like they have to go through something differently. Like it might not be one of the 7 churches. Like but if it is, it's probably Pergamus, you see. Like it's like, yes, Jesus has 7 churches in his hand, but also like everything that I'm showing is completing some of it, I feel like. Like it's like everything's been refined so much, and it says the days of Noah, and like it all has to be like verified in different ways. It's like verifying it in different ways. That's the best way I can put it. But so here's this. All right. So of course, like it's nothing against anybody. I'm not saying anything against anyone. It's all good stuff. Like I believe in Jesus, and like I just go off of faith. I try to live by faith. And like I even like the other day I was thinking about these people that die in the news. And I was like, what if God is trying to talk to me? Like H had a dream when I was in the pit that I would get out and I would be happy, you know? And like, I'm like, what if God is trying to show me stuff that's like things I don't have to do? And like, he just shows me it because he's like, have faith, have faith, have faith. And like, it's just, he shows me things that I don't have to do that end up in the news, like that people will die and stuff. It's like God is killing that burden. He's like, okay, that burden's done. I got the keys of death and hell, so let me scoop them out. Like, that's it, you know, that's it. Like something like that. Like, and it's all like by faith I have to be like, okay, I won't do this. Like I won't, I'm good. Like I'm the it and everyone is against me. They all hate the it. They think it is the clown. They think it is the devil. But like really, they're like, God's like, you're good. You're good. You trust me? Good, good. You're good. Come on. Like I'll get you out. Don't worry. Like you're good. Like I'm glad I got you. Like I'm glad I got you, it. Like I finally got you, it. You know what I'm saying? Like it just like it could be like that. All right. So and I had OCD for a while, you know. So like I understand this stuff like a little bit, but that's all I'll say. Thank you.